It's 8:45 and it is a big weather week.
First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey, very busy in the weather center this morning. She's here now with a look at the forecast.
Yeah, look, guys, this is going to be a winter storm that's going to impact a large portion of the south, starting in Texas today, moving through the Tennessee Valley, a huge portion of Mississippi, Alabama, and right here in North Georgia, we're under that winter storm watch. This is from 7 a.m. Friday through Saturday morning for a mix of snow, ice, and freezing rain. Only area not included in this is down towards central Georgia. Areas like LaGrange, Griffin, Thomaston, Edenton, Lake Oconee, you're likely to see maybe some freezing rain and then a switch over to just cold rain. So accumulating snow and ice unlikely down towards central Georgia. Stepping out the door right now, it is so cold. We are in the low 20s and it feels like the low teens with the wind. Today, really similar to yesterday, you're going to need all the extra layers all day. Even with the sunshine at noon, it's only 35 degrees and we barely touch 40 this afternoon. So most of the day will be in the 20s and 30s and it will be breezy. Same thing tomorrow. Teens in the morning, actual morning lows in the upper teens, afternoon highs in the 40s. So that Arctic air mass is in place all week. And that's what's going to bring us the wintry mix on Friday. I'm starting you out Friday, 7 a.m. You can see the blue and purple here. That is snow that's working its way into West Georgia around sunrise on Friday. Areas south of I-20 from Noonan down to LaGrange, the pink, that is ice and freezing rain. So there's going to be a huge cutoff through the day between the snow and the freezing rain. It's only a degree or two that is going to cause that change, okay? So from Atlanta up to the north, you're going to see several hours of heavy snow Friday morning into Friday afternoon. Meanwhile, from the city of Atlanta down to the south, it's going to mainly be snow mixing in with freezing rain and ice. So accumulating snow will be much lower south of the city, but ice will be higher. You can see even 3 p.m. we continue to see that snow falling, freezing rain to the south. As we head into Friday evening, we'll start to see lighter precipitation. It'll taper, but we essentially aren't going to dry out until after midnight on Friday night into Saturday morning. So take this with a grain of salt. This will change a little bit, but here is the current snow totals, potential snow totals. North Georgia, the mountains, even into North Metro, areas including Alpharetta, Milton, Kennesaw, Ackworth, Lawrenceville, even into Gainesville, 3 to 5 inches of snow likely. But again, that cutoff really inside the perimeter. From Atlanta down to the south, you're looking at about only an inch or two. In areas south of the city, Peachtree City, Noonan, McDonough, you may only get a trace of snow at highest. That'll probably be washed out by freezing rain. So the winter wonderland is the most likely north of Atlanta. But ice, significant ice accumulations are possible from Atlanta down to the south. This is the biggest risk, guys. If we see ice accumulations between 0.2, 0.5 inches, even if you don't see snow, you're going to get all of the roadways coated with ice. So this is going to be a high impact storm system. I expect school and office closings on Friday. I expect travel delays, probably some flight cancellations, certainly some flight delays, and untreated roads, secondary roads, neighborhood roads, your driveway. If you have a steep driveway, it's going to be slick not only Friday, but all the way through the weekend because we're not really going to warm up. Saturday, we don't make it out of the 30s. And anything that melts on Saturday will freeze quickly. Saturday night, we fall back into the teens and low 20s. So even on Sunday, we could see road problems on untreated roads. So please be careful through the weekend. As we head into next week, through the entire week, it stays cold. I'm seeing the potential for highs only in the low 40s through the majority of next week. Let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Rodney Harris, who has a look at what the winter storm watch means.
Yes, Ella, because this went to most of your phones. If you have our First Alert weather app, before you woke up this morning, what you see in blue, that's everybody under this winter storm watch from Metro Atlanta northward from 7 a.m. Friday until 7 a.m. Saturday. So a lot of different types of precipitation is expected. But the whole point of this watch is to give you early notice that travel will be hazardous and you will be impacted. So that's why we're going to start to ask you to avoid the roads. Now, treated roads will be fine, but bridges and overpasses will be tricky, and also some of the smaller roads in your neighborhood that will also be hazardous. So this is the watch in map form. I'm going to go interactive and just bring up some cities that are included in this watch here this morning. So Atlanta, Marietta, Lawrenceville, Canton, Decatur, Douglasville, Cartersville, Blue Ridge, Hiawassee, Rome, Gainesville, and Athens. You are all under this winter storm watch again for hazardous travel that'll start on Friday morning. Now, normally what will happen here, Rick and Lana, is as we get closer to Friday, within 24 hours, this watch will eventually be upgraded to a warning, and we'll let you know the moment that that happens.